Hi, this is Hollywood Healthcare, your trusted source of information about celebrities and their health journeys. Remember, our main goal of the channel is not to shame those who we're mentioning, but to make those topics that some people are shy to mention or embarrassed to discuss desacralized. So please, stay tuned, help us in our mission, subscribe and hit that like button. Now let's get it. Celebrities with BDSM fetish. 1. Angelina Jolie. Billy Bob Thornton, the second husband of the actress, admitted that she took knives, handcuffs, and whips with her to bed, but he himself liked such entertainment, which cannot be said about Brad Pitt. To this day, he is trying to change the conditions of custody of children, appealing to the BDSM inclinations of his ex-wife. Pitt's main argument is a 100-hour audio recording of Jolie's conversations with her therapist. In them, she admits that she cut herself during sex to leave traces of blood on Brad's body. Such experiments did not pass for the actor's psyche without a trace. As Radar Online wrote, once guards were forced to break into their bedroom with Angelina, they were confused by Pitt's loud shout. 2. Rihanna. This is a woman who is completely comfortable talking about sex. When naked cell phone images of her were leaked online, she said she felt bad for any guy whose girlfriend didn't send him nude pics. If you search online for celebrity nude photos, you can almost certainly guarantee that Rihanna will come up. Most celebs would be bothered by this, and many try to get their leaked images taken down, but not Riri. She once said, "I think I'm a bit masochistic. I love to be tied up and spanked. I like to be whipped, but I prefer to be spontaneous. Using whips and chains is too planned. You have to stop and look for the whip. I prefer them to use their hands," which we might believe. After all, we rave about the ease of spanking in our book, 150 Shades of Play, A Beginner's Guide to Kink. If she hadn't been spotted exiting a Canadian sex toy shop with $1,000 worth of booty, including a riding crop. Own it, Rihanna. Angelina Jolie reportedly told an interviewer once that S&M had affected her life deeply in a spiritual way. However, since she's been with Brad Pitt and raising a family, she said that there's no longer a place for S&M in my life. Sometimes you feel kinky, sometimes you don't, and that's okay. In her interviews, the singer claimed that she was turned on by spanking, dirty conversations, and bondage, but only in bed. As we remember, when Chris Brown injured her, she immediately went to the police. Rihanna was allegedly spotted purchasing nearly $1,000 of kinky sex gear, including a reading crow perfect for smacking asses, in a Canadian sex shop. What's more is that she admitted to an interviewer that she loves the darker side of sex, spurting, "I think I'm a bit masochistic. I love to be tied up and spanked. I like to be whipped." 3. Eva Longoria. The star of the TV series Desperate Housewives does not hide that she likes male dominance. Jose Antonio Baston's wife loves a light strangulation. "I don't mind being tied up with a silk scarf. There is something very sexy about submission," she admits. Actress Eva Longoria hinted to her sexual tastes in one interview. "I'm not averse to being tied up with silk scarves," the petite stunner admitted. She also told the same interviewer that she finds being submissive pretty sexy. Don't you? Eva Longoria, like me, enjoys being tied up, only she is posh and ladylike when it comes to her bondage, unlike me. The actress confessed, "I have been tied up with silk scarves. There's something very sexy about being submissive because your guard is down. You have to totally surrender to something like that." 4. Jared Leto. Suspicions among his fans began to creep in after the release of the video for the song Hurricane. How often do you see clips that need a censored version? Later, their guesses were confirmed by numerous celebrity partners. Leto practices hard sex and knows how to handle handcuffs. Speculation surrounding Jared Leto's preferences arose following the release of his music video for Hurricane, which featured explicit content requiring a censored version. Subsequently, his numerous partners have confirmed his interest in BDSM practices and proficiency with handcuffs. 5. Christina Aguilera. On at least one occasion, Christina Aguilera was "not myself tonight," and on purpose. Her hairstylist had one particular wig she liked, a dirty blonde construction, and she asked politely to, use it to her advantage. "I think I wanted to go home and have sex that night, and you were like, okay, don't get her too messed up." I was like, "No guarantees, thanks," Paper reported. "Tonight, I'm not the same girl." Indeed. By the way, she also considers herself a fan of handcuffs. For ex-husband Jordan Bratman, "I bought a doctor's robe and a box of tools," Aguilera once confided. 6. Gwyneth Paltrow. The actress met her second husband, Brad Falchuk, at SNCTM, the most closed BDSM club in the world. The couple has been visiting him regularly for 2 years now. Perhaps that's where the screenwriter of American Horror Story gets his inspiration. 7. Armie Hammer. The most discussed celebrity story of the last days is connected with BDSM. Only a Hollywood actor does not suspect that hard sex involves mutual consent. According to the testimonies of his former lovers, Hammer used violence against them, left bruises on his body, and asked them to call him Daddy. But his predilections were made public because of his inclinations, which became known from Armie's correspondence with the girls. The actor assured his mistresses that he was 100% cannibal and fantasized about how he would cook their ribs and skin on the grill. 8. Nick Lachey. We have no idea how Nick gets down with his current wife, Vanessa Manillo, but back when he was married to Jessica Simpson, he got turned on wearing her shoes. It was sort of a kinky thing we like to get into, he said. He's also a huge fan of dirty talk. I haven't even realized my full dirty talk potential, he said. I think there's some greater moments out there for me. We like a man with a dream. 9. Carmen Electra. A little pleasure, a little pain. It's all about fun, Carmen Electra said. I love going to different sex shops and collecting the coolest handcuffs and naughtiest lingerie. That's exciting for me. She also hinted that she has discovered a kinky use for wire coat hangers. Hey, we're all for DIY kinky sex toys. There's a whole entry on them in our book, 150 Shades of Play, a beginner's guide to kink. But wire coat hangers? The association with back alley abortions isn't the sexiest or safest thing we can think of. 10. Ricky Martin. When a journalist asked Ricky Martin to describe the last porn movie he'd watched, he said, do you really want me to go there? Yes. Okay. Golden showers. I love giving the golden shower. I've done it before in the shower. It's like so sexy. You know, the temperature of your body and the shower water is very different. Hey, as long as it's safe, sane, and consensual, no judgments, people. You can read more about kinks like this in our new book, 150 Shades of Play, A Beginner's Guide to Kink. 11. Margaret Cho. She might not be the biggest celebrity on this list, but she's probably the most experienced when it comes to kink, or at least the one who's most open about it. She called vibrators fantastic inventions. She's so about group sex. She enjoys sex parties, but mostly for the buffet, and she's a full-on kinkster who identifies as a bottom. Describing her song Bottom to Top, she said, I thought I was changing, so I wrote this song about the experience of changing from a bottom into a top. I think it's a beautiful song. There's never been a song written about that particular experience. I want to write love songs like that. Songs that fill in the gaps, but they need to be funny too. Except, I don't think I actually am a top. That's the heartbreak. I think I'm still a bottom. And in a line that should have been featured in our book, 150 Shades of Play. Damn it. We wish we'd found this earlier. She said, I think kinky sex is normal. I think of BDSM as being just like anything else that you would do. It's normal, it's sex. It's just your own form of it. Sing it, sister. 12. Tommy Lee. He's an out and proud foot fetishist. He explained his interest by saying, my mother was Miss Grease in 1957. She's gorgeous and she's got beautiful toes. That's one of the reasons I have a foot fetish today. When I was a kid, I'd massage her feet. Hey, the man knows from psychological imprinting. Fellow celebrity foot fetishists include Dita Von Teese. Specifically, she enjoys having her feet worshipped. And Jack Black, who once told Playboy magazine, they have to be clean. I'm not into, like, funky odors, but I do have a bit of a foot fetish, yes. I find myself staring at feet. I like a heel. If she's wearing clogs, that does something for me. Flip-flops, sandals, bare feet are the best. Thanks for watching the video. Watch other videos on this channel.